students of class 12. Today I am going to do the chapter Strong Roots with you all, that is written by APJ Abdul Kalam. And you already know that APJ Abdul Kalam was one of the pioneers of aerospace engineering in India, and for major part of his life he worked as a scientist, and then he became the 11th president of India. Some of his famous works in India are India 2020, Ignited Minds, Wings of Fire, and he worked as a president of India from 2002 to 2007, and he was the 11th president of India. This we all know. And this is a story, Strong Roots. This is an extract of Dr. Kalam's autobiography, Wings of Fire. So it has been taken from Wings of Fire. So what do we mean by strong roots? Strong roots means the family background, the person's birthplace, and the circumstances under which the person grow up. So the whole thing is related to roots. As roots help the tree to grow, roots suck minerals, water and sunlight, and then it helps the tree to grow. Similarly, these family background, dynasty, circumstances, locality has a great influence on the child's development. And that child's roots is consisted of his circumstances, the surroundings, and his parents, his dynasty, whatever he is helped, whatever he is facing, the surroundings which is helping him to grow. These are considered as roots. So as the roots will be strong, it will help the person to grow. So here the narrator has presented a delightful picture of his early childhood and how there was a development of his spiritual point of view due to the influence of his father. So first he started was what? I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the erstwhile Madras state. My father Jainalabdin had neither much formal education nor much wealth. So what happened? He was born, means Abdul Kalam was born in a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the erstwhile, means in the previously called Madras state. Means Tamil Nadu state came into being after independence. So before independence it was considered as Madras presidency by the British administration. So he was born in that middle class Tamil family, means he considered himself to be a Tamil because he belonged to Madras state, that's why. And he took birth in the island town of Rameshwaram because Rameshwaram is covered by water at its three sides. My father Jainalabdin had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and true generosity of spirit. So his father Jainalabdin had neither, means he was not formally educated, means he did not have any formal education right from class 1 to 8 or right from class 1 to 10. Means the way usually children go to school and acquire education, that type of formal school education was not there for his father, and he possessed and what happened, he did not have formal education and he was not as rich. Despite these disadvantages, in spite of these disadvantages, what happened, he had great innate wisdom. Means he had extreme wisdom, means the innate thing, means right from his birth it seemed that person had a type of knowledge incorporated within him or incorporated within Jainalabdin, and he had true generosity of spirit, means he was highly spirited and he had a true quality of life in him. So he was full of energy, enthusiasm. In spite of these weaknesses, he was a born fighter. He could tackle with every surroundings, and he had a very positive characteristic feature of life, and he had immense positivity with enthusiasm. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother Ashiamba, and I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. So he had an ideal helpmate, means ideal friend who usually helped him at that point of time was Abdul Kalam's mother Ashiya Amma, and he really did not really remember the exact number of people she fed every day, but he was quite certain, means Abdul Kalam was quite certain, that far more outsiders ate with them than the family members. So it could be seen that Jainal-Abidin was a truly generous man, and the same quality was also possessed by Ashiya Amma, who also helped him very much in his charity. As a result, number of outsiders fed with them than their family members. Means people from outside came to be fed there by Ashiya Amma and Jainal-Abidin. So my parents were widely regarded as an ideal couple. So his parents were widely regarded as an ideal couple. My mother's lineage was the more distinguished. His mother's lineage, rather I could say, that the dynasty or the ancestors, whatever dynasty Ashiya Amma belonged to, was more popular or was more known than the family or ancestors of Abdul Kalam's father. Why? Because one of the forebears, means one of the ancestors of Abdul Kalam's mother, had received the title of Bahadur from the British. At that time, those people who used to receive those titles like Bahadur and Rai Bahadur were considered to be very prestigious at that time. They were considered to be a very socially dignified people. And I was one of many children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large Pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. So he was one of many children. He was just identifying that he was a rather short boy with rather undistinguished looks. Means he could not be noticed easily, because he was not a boy who was rather handsome, who could be noticed easily, or not like that. He was very short, he was not very handsome also, but his parents, he was born to tall and handsome parents, means his parents were very handsome. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. So they used to live in the middle, means in their ancestral house, which means ancestral, which might be built by their by grandfather or great grandfather or great great grandfather. So they lived in their ancestral house, and which it was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large Pakka house, which was made of limestone and brick. At that time, cement was not in use, so more or less all the houses at that time were built with limestone and brick, and it was situated on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram.